I did my speech on Queen Elizabeth I because on why she was the most important in England. Queen Elizabeth I was born on Sunday, September 7th, 1533. Elizabeth was the daughter of King Henry VIII and Queen Anne Boleyn. Elizabeth was an unwanted child. She was a girl when everyone in England was hoping for a boy to be Henry's heir. Elizabeth was also considered a bastard by many, because Henry VIII was married to Catherine before he divorced her to marry Anne. The Catholic Church does not allow divorce, so they said Elizabeth was not the real heir of Henry. All these controversies gave Elizabeth strength to rule over England. She showed power, wisdom, and the ability to hold control over England. This is why she was the most important person during the Reformation. As Elizabeth's father influenced her faith, he was Protestant and she decided to be one as well. As Queen Elizabeth had much religious tolerance, she believed that Protestants and Catholics were equal because they both believe in Jesus Christ. Queen Elizabeth was also the head of the Protestant Church of England. When Elizabeth took the throne, she had to settle disputes between the two religions. The Catholics and the Protestants hated each other, and many religious disputes occurred. Elizabeth's need for a stable kingdom led her to be tolerating of different religions. Because of her tolerance, she set about mending the tear between Protestants and Catholics rationally and calmly. She was able to keep England together without it breaking apart into anarchy. Once she settled down the religious strife, a new problem emerged that had to do with Spain. Philip II of Spain proposed to Elizabeth, but she did not want to marry him. He was angered with the rejection and sent his armada to attack England. Elizabeth then had to go to war with Spain. England won, making it the most powerful naval force in all of Europe. This was majorly important because Spain was a huge navy and England beat them. Elizabeth was able to hold England together when no one else could. Some of the most progressive and significant things in her time occurred during her reign. The Americas were starting to be explored and colonized during her reign. This shows Elizabeth was a forward thinker and wanted to claim these new lands for her country. A lot of famous literature was written during her reign, the works of Shakespeare being the most popular. Other famous writers included John Fletcher, who wrote The Faithful Shepherdess, and Christopher Marlowe, who wrote Tamburlaine. Elizabeth was indeed the most important person in the Reformation. Without Elizabeth as queen, England would not have flourished like it did. There would not have been peace, and the great literature of the time might not have been encouraged with a different leader. Elizabeth I ruled like no other leader before her in England. Without her, England might have been divided by religious wars. This is why she was the most important person in the Elizabethan era.